What's going on, guys? Only my knife here today. A few things to talk about. First of all, I hate my Pinnacle Studio so much, and whoa, avoid that little throwing knife. Way too close for comfort. But yeah, I can't stand my Pinnacle Studio at all. Frustrates me to no end. It just freezes on me all the time. I mean, just within 10 seconds of me opening it, it'll just freeze up. And then I have to open up the task manager, control it, delete, do all that, and then close it down, and then open it back up, hope and pray that it'll actually cooperate and work. But usually it doesn't. Like, I mean, even when I opened up this file to do the commentary, I seriously had to just open it up like really quickly before it froze on me. I get right here, get the little noob tuber and then kill Mr. Faze, trick shotter. Don't know what he was doing up there. Oh yeah, I remember now. He was trying to commando attack knife me, like a lot of trick shotters do. I really can't stand when trick shotters do that. They whip out their little attack knives and just commando lunge everybody. And I get the round winner over here, fourth kill of the round. And what's kind of funny, that guy was screaming "Only Use Me Blade fanboy" at the top of his lungs over and over and over again. And I get that a lot. That's kind of the only reason I actually want to become like big on YouTube, just so I don't get called an "Only Use Me Blade fanboy." Which actually no, that's not true at all. It doesn't matter. I mean, I was even playing with Only Use Knife, and who's the original knifer if you didn't know. And he was even being called an Only Use Me Blade fanboy, which is kind of pathetic that you have to kind of explain that to people. And you saw I kind of crouch in through that little doorway the first time I went in there. That's mainly because when I used to rush in there, when I used to go in that little building, a lot of people with like UMPs would be rushing in at the same time, and when I sprinted in that doorway, they'd come around at the same time, and we'd get stuck on each other, and people just kind of happen to like glitch like in and out of me, which is like really annoying, like a ghost. And so I usually just ended up getting killed, and so I just decided to crouch into that doorway, and it works a lot better. And I killed the guy who was screaming "Only Use Me Blade fanboy" back there. Who's a fanboy now, punk? I just love doing that, killing some guy who's just talking trash, just running up behind him, just knowing like, oh man, this is gonna be great. I'm gonna take so much joy in this, and taking him out. I go up here. There's a sniper up there, just shooting randomly. I had no idea what this guy was shooting at. Maybe he has Down syndrome. I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. When I was over there, I thought he was shooting at me, just because, you know, I was in that general area, but when I ran out of there, he was still shooting over there, so I really don't know. Maybe he thought I was still over there if he saw me, maybe not. I kind of go to watch B. I really don't even know what I was doing here. I kind of watched over this thing and why I didn't go to A, but it ended up working out in the end, so oh well. I guess I ended up taking the long route to A, just to kind of, I guess, go into their spawn, maybe catch them in the back. I'm kind of a fan of the Akimbo USPs now. I've been using those. I started using them tonight and went like 11-1 using them. So, like, I really didn't use them because, like, I used them one night and just the registration was horrible. Just horrible registration. So, I see Mr. Ranger going up here, and I see him going up to the rooftop, and I kind of just run up here, and then, I kind of run over here, and I see him, well, hear him fall down, get out of my face, get throwing knifed. So there's one guy left. I lost him in the building, and I run over here to go check B, because I thought maybe he'd be planting it, and I see him shooting his Magnum behind me, so I run over there. And this is kind of funny. I run up here, and he's just right in front of my face. I kind of panic knife him, and he hears me, but I still end up getting him.
Good job, team.
That would have been pretty embarrassing. I'm really happy that didn't happen. I don't really fail as much as I used to, but since I've been playing, like, since I've moved to Georgia, I've developed a new habit of hitting the knife button like half of a second too early. And it gets really annoying, like, knowing I'm like right in their face. Not really like right in their face, but just almost in knifing range and then hitting the button. I tend to do that a lot now. It's a really bad habit. I'm hoping to break it. Since I've been playing a lot more, I haven't really been doing it as much. And you get out of my face, get throwing knifed. That's also something I really like about this game, is because I get a few throwing knife kills in it. I could get like 15-0 and then not get any throwing knife kills and consider the game a failure, just because I'm not only using blade, you know, I actually try to use my throwing knives, and I see Mr. Right Shielder right there, but I really consider a game without me using throwing knives at all kind of a failure, even if I do good. Not necessarily a failure, but just kind of like I'll kind of look at the scoreboard or whatever, like, oh man, I could have thrown some knives in there, stricken it up a little bit, kind of mixed it. But I see the riot shielder over there, and I get sprayed down with Mr. Cold-Blooded AUG spawn camper. In my last video, I said that I probably wasn't gonna buy Modern Warfare 3 because it was too much like this game. And what I mean specifically by that, not only just because of like the gameplay, graphics, and all that. I mean that stuff, like mainly graphics, doesn't really matter to me as much as it does other people. I mean, I even talked to some people who were like, "Oh man, I'd never play that game. I wouldn't play it just because of the graphics," you know. Like I talk about like Silent Hill 2, which is like my favorite game of all time, and which is like on the PlayStation 2. And I talked to some guys who were like, "Oh man, I'd never play that. I mean, the graphics are too bad. I mean, it's a video game. Graphics really aren't that important." I get this nice little two-piece right here. Both guys senior A, and I kill Mr. Ranger up here on the rooftop. With the 5th montage I'm making, I figured that I'm not really going to put like any real two pieces in it. Maybe from time to time, I don't know if I get some in Search and Destroy maybe, but I'm going to try to not put any two pieces in there, just because, I mean, I put them in like pretty much all of my montages, and it's really not that exciting to watch. It gets really boring and repetitive. I mean, it's just been a lot of two pieces in pretty much all montages I've made since the beginning. And also about my 5th montage, I'm going to try to mix it up and kind of add in the different elements and like themes that I've put in through my different montages into this one. Like for instance, like my first montage was mainly about team deathmatch and like Sam Fisher type kills. So I'm gonna try and do that. Oh yeah, I like this right here. I got to kind of knife the corner thing. He was gonna be camping there with the bomb, but he was actually camping in that corner in the next room. And what's funny is I still remember this in the lobby, even though it was like 3 months ago that he called me a bitch when he was the one sitting there. Which doesn't really make much sense, but I guess that's how people on video games are. But also, like some people will say well, I say I'm like making my 5th montage, and even some of you might look on my channel and find no 4th montage. That's because WMG removed it, and I was really disappointed about that. If it would have been like my 2nd montage, I wouldn't care at all, because I really didn't like my 2nd montage at all. It's by far the worst out of all the ones I've made. And the 4th montage, it kind of set apart mainly just because it was, well, pretty much just because it was Call of Duty 4. And I really like the gameplay in it. I still have it on my computer. I go by and I watch it from time to time because I love COD 4, and I love the clips in that game with that montage. I mean, I thought it was really good, probably maybe even my best one. I might re-upload it. I've thought about doing that. A lot more 3 pieces than I normally get in other montages. So it's the 3rd round, and when I was actually playing this game, I was really hoping we would lose, because I think I was 14-2. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm cool with 14-2, come on. And then I ended up getting knifed in the back there, but luckily it ended up being a lot better. I ended up going 17-3, which again is my best game I've ever gotten. Well, maybe 18-5, which I've gotten on Scrapyard, but I'd still consider 1 less kill if it meant 2 less deaths. So it's the final round right now, and I'm kind of, when I was playing this game, I realized this could be like a really good game, so I was like really under pressure to just really do well, and to just, you know, like not sitting around too much. I was really going to try and rush and really do what I can to just get as most kills as I can. I wasn't even really playing the objective as much. I was kind of just doing whatever I can to get the kills, you know. I was kind of just kill horn. And kind of rushing the spawner here because I was really hoping there would be 1 guy left, kind of trying to play it smart as well. And at this point I pretty much knew there was 1 guy left in the spawn noob tubing. And I'm kind of just checking the cars, checking the moat, and I ended up seeing a guy. I went to the Thorn Net because I wanted to make it look a little bit more flashy, a bit more cool, because, you know, I knew I was recording and I knew it would be probably my best game I've ever gotten. So I had wanted to make it a throwing knife, but I ended up failing because I was, you know, really under pressure. Just when I record at all, and usually under a lot more pressure, just because a lot more than I am when, you know, I'm not recording, because I know, like, you know, the camera's on me, kind of in the spotlight. And this is a really anticlimactic ending on the last one left. I ended up clutching it, but it's not really how you'd think it would be. I don't get all the kills. I get this 1 kill right here. This guy kind of sprays at me, and I just spin around and get him real quick. And then it just fast forwards to the guy not planting the bomb. So, sorry guys, a bit of an anticlimactic ending. I apologize, but 17-3 is still a pretty good game, if I do say so myself. Only my knives. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it.